Welcome to Deco Guide, the only app designed to help you navigate your college and career journey in the quickest and most affordable way. This podcast is brought to you by EdTechquity, dedicated to opening doors to higher education and career opportunities for all.
What's up, everyone? This is Professor G, and welcome to my College Basics podcast. Today, we're going to cover academic probation and dismissal, which is the process of getting kicked out of college. So, first and foremost, can you get kicked out of college? The answer is yes, you can. Now, for the most part, the policies that I'm going to describe here are generally the same for most schools. Now, there are differences between schools, so please make sure you look at your college's specific academic and progress probation and dismissal policies. Those will tell you exactly how they're going to measure you in terms of, your progress and your grade point average at the college. So the first way to get kicked out of college is get bad grades and keep getting bad grades. So the first semester you get bad grades, not really a big deal. Second semester, now people are watching. Third semester, okay, now you're in trouble. That's kind of the way it works. It's called academic probation 1, academic probation 2, and then eventually dismissal, which means that you were not keeping up your GPA over a 2.0 GPA, which is a C average, that's, to be honest with you, I didn't think that was that hard to get. I put in enough time in my academic history to get C's. I got very few A's, I got very few B's, just being brutally honest here. And I did very well. So, those of you who actually put in even more time and energy, I'm hoping you do even better. So, in terms of 2.0, it's a C average, right? As long as you're above a C average, no big deal, you're okay. But as soon as you drop under that 2.0 GPA, you get placed on academic probation. If you do it again the next semester, you're now on academic probation number 2. And if you do it again for a third semester, now you're on academic dismissal. Basically, they say, hey, go take a semester off, come back when you're ready. Lots of students don't come back, unfortunately, but we basically will take you back. You just have to want to come back and fill out this, quick little paper called the readmission petition. And once you fill that out, you may or may not have to meet with the counselor, but once you fill that out, you're back in and you get to do it all over. Now, again, don't get more negative grades. And there's ways to avoid getting negative grades that we'll cover in another podcast. So the second way to get kicked out of college is through progress probation 1, progress probation 2, and then finally progress dismissal. And what that means is that you're dropping over half of your classes every semester. So if you do that in one semester, that's okay, no big deal. So say you start with 2 classes, you dropped 1. Well, you dropped 50% of your classes there. And whenever you drop 50% or more of your classes, you go on progress probation 1. And say the following semester, you took 4 classes and you dropped 3 of them. Well, now you dropped 75% of your classes. So now you're on progress probation 2. And if you do that again for a third semester, now you're on progress dismissal. Basically, they're dismissing you for a semester because you're not making much progress. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with your grades. You could have a 4.0 GPA and be dismissed because you're telling us you're taking way more classes and only ending up with just, a handful of them. You're dropping more than 50% of your classes. So, be cautious on that progress probation 1 because that one sneaks up on you. You could be doing fabulous in your grades and you get dismissed because you're dropping classes as opposed to failing classes. So keep those things in mind. Can you get kicked out of college? Yes, there are other ways to get kicked out of college, which, don't do anything criminal. That'll get you kicked out. Besides that, the only other 2 ways to get kicked out is through academic, which is, your GPA, keeping it above a 2.0 GPA every semester, and or progress, which means you're dropping just the majority of your classes every semester and you're doing it consecutively. So those are pretty much the 2 ways to get kicked out. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts on college basics because there's a lot of important college survival information there for you. So keep listening and don't forget to tell your friends about Deco Guide.
Thank you for tuning into Techo Guide, the app focused on bringing you tools and content to help you make better decisions about school, life, and career. We hope this episode has inspired you to pursue and excel in your own educational and career journey. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share.